started in 2010. We made one album called Beans and Fatback, Finger Licking Good. Then about 2.5 years later, we made a second album. It's called With Skin Attached. And after that, you know, our latest album that's called Heroin Love Struck. We also play a mix of different types of music. So it's basically music from the 50s, but then, you know, not the mainstream music from the 50s, but you know, the early rock and roll stuff and the stuff that when rock and roll became rhythm and blues. But then also funk and Afro beat, you know, from the 70s, and we mix it with blues music and some gospel tunes, doo-wop.
Ono and Paul have a really strong vision of where they want to go to artistically and also vibes and the whole concentration on the stage. And I think the great thing is that the whole band makes it work. So these 7 people on stage, they really have to fit in that vision. And that's what happens when you play live, that vision is really starting to vibrate with the audience. And then you can sense that it's like a universal musical language of rock and roll going into that audience. It's fantastic, yeah. We don't rehearse that much. Their ideas are so strongly communicated that it's like, okay, this is the idea, we rehearse, and then most of the time after 3 or 4 rehearsals we go live and that's it. And then they start live their own life on stage. And I think there's a huge challenge in wherever you are to sense where the audience is, at what phase, and bring them to the next of total rock and roll mayhem. Yeah. That's I really like to sense where the fires are at the audience and then start burning it all down and then, you know, make them crazy, yeah. And the best audiences are always the ones who let themselves go all the way, and that's our challenge always. And to perform the songs, of course, in a most perfect way. The great part, I think, about our band is that all of the musicians play in each other's bands. So Ono has a great project called the Gospel Sessions, and some of the Beans and Fatback musicians are in that project, and he works with a great gospel singer, Michelle David. And I have a new record coming out this October with 50s music, doo-wop vocals on it, and the musicians are from this collective, and Ono was the co-producer of the record together with Paul. So we have like this tight community now of 50s, 60s focused, yeah, artistic view of how music should be played, how it should be recorded, and we all feel that like this is the way to go.
Okay, good evening, Budapest. How are you? You okay? Okay, we are Beans and Fatback. We're from Amsterdam. This one's called Bombshell.
Mhm.